Time to hit the open road, do a little bit of driving, because today we're gonna go check out another N-Ext DIY lawn. I was curious. I'm like, did I make it to the right place? And then I saw this over here, and I thought, yeah, that's kind of the telltale sign that, yeah, we made it to the right place. So, out here with Jason. Say hi, Jason.
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome to Marietta.
Welcome to Marietta. Is that how they say it around here? So he's got a massive project on his hands. And we've been emailing back and forth, and you were telling me about it. And when I found out where you lived, I'm like, man, let me just go out and see this guy and see what he's doing and see what he's up against. So why don't you walk us through it, tell us your story and what's going on.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, I think we should mention the subject line of my email to you was, have you ever seen a grown man cry?
That's right, yeah.
So we started this project about 4 weeks ago. The front yard has kind of always been the ugly front yard in the neighborhood, had every weed known to mankind in the front. And so I hired a company to come in and grade it. We brought in about 10 loads of dirt, topsoil and clay, and really just shape it. So I wanted a flat surface for the kids to be able to play. Yeah. I just wanted I wanted grass that looked like carpet. Yeah. I've been a tall fescue guy since I've lived here. I've got tall fescue in the backyard, and it's my first experience with Bermuda. And I really had no idea what I was getting into. My neighbor behind you, he put in something like 42 pallets of sod last year. And the budget didn't allow for sod, but I was also kind of the DIYer. You know, I wanted to have a specific type of grass. I did a lot of research on grass seed. I found the blend that I wanted. And so we started about 3 weeks ago, and we got 3 huge storms within the first week, all dropping probably a total of 5 inches of rain.
And this was after you had already put down a lot of seed, right?
The first 3,000 square feet, which is basically the top here. Yeah. I put down, prepped it, I put the seed down, I did all your chemicals, and I had the peat moss on top of it. It looked great. And we got 3.5 inches of rain that night in probably about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, I remember you saying that in the email. It was like so quick that you just... Didn't you say you were out here at like 10 o'clock at night?
10, 11 o'clock at night. Had my rain jacket on, had my flashlight. It was thunder and lightning all around. I was down by the drain just watching money just go down the drain. Like all
literally
my dirt.
Go down the drain.
It was pretty bad. My wife had to console me. And, just because, I spent so much time, so much money. Yeah. I mean, I was out here for probably 12 hours that day, and I had only done 3,000 square feet out of 11. So, the biggest thing is, well, do I have to reapply all of the N-Ext products that I'd already put down? I didn't know how much seed had stayed, and the seed's so small, you could barely see it. Sure. So I had to go to a local store here and get, I think I probably got a total of 20 rolls of straw blankets, which I really didn't intend on using. But when we get to the other side of the yard, you can see how it slopes down. There's kind of a knuckle on the grade.
Which is why you're using the straw blankets.
Yeah,
right?
just to hold
it.
Yeah, and really it's just keeping it in place, trying to keep it wet. I mean, I have since taken back some of the straw blanket. I've got some more seed coming because I feel like I need to throw some more seed down. I've got the one section that I didn't put any straw blanket on, and I just left alone, just a small strip, just to kind of see. It is lush, amazing. I feel like the entire lawn should look like that, but it doesn't. And since that night where we got the rainstorm, I've just kind of said to myself, you just got to trust the process. Yeah. I knew that it wasn't going to be great until really next spring. Yeah. Then I started seeing the patch over there. I was like, well, it really should look like this through the whole yard. And it doesn't. But
you've got some germination. It looks pretty good.
I think the germination's really good. And since I've taken the blanket off, or blankets off, this has gotten really long. Yeah. You can see this was watered at about 6 this morning, and it's 1 o'clock. Yeah. It's still, I mean, it's got a little bit of moisture to it, but, and you can see, I mean, I don't know much about seed germination, but I mean, the purple color, you know, I mean, there's more here than what you can initially see until you get down here and look at the ground level. But, you know, I still think, and talking to the company I bought the seed from, you know, they suggested I could still go with, you know, 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet, just to kind of fill in some areas. And hopefully get it as plush as it is over there. But
yeah, that area over there is the part you were saying that you left uncovered.
That the green area right there.
Green right up there. We'll get a close up here in a minute.
Yeah, I got a bed that's going right next to it, so you can see where it ends. I mean, I want to roll around in it. It's amazing. It's so soft. Even my wife stepped on it yesterday barefoot. She's like, "Oh yeah,
this is nice. Yeah, it's really nice." Because your goal, you wanted to cut this in like before September ended.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean,
that was the goal.
I want a carpet now.
Yeah. Are you gonna mow it low, or are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it pretty low. You know, I mean, there's a good chance I might be mowing it 2-3 times a week. So right now, where I stand is next steps. Hopefully my seed will come in again, or hopefully come in soon this week, and I'm gonna probably blow off a majority of this straw. I don't know if it's doing any harm or not.
I don't think it's doing any harm. I mean, it's not covering the ground.
Yeah.
Like over there, and I think that's probably one of the best things you've done is take those straw blankets away so that you can just kind of expose what you do have.
Yeah. And I'm gonna.
You were saying when you talked to them on the phone that they even told you like you're probably shading it a little too much with those straw blankets.
Yeah, they so the company I bought the seed from, they suggest not using straw, and I didn't intend on using straw, but obviously I had to kind of adapt. But
so this is the spot here that he did not cover at all, and look, it looks awesome.
I just mowed this 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And no joke, and I mowed it pretty high because I didn't change the settings on my mower at all.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just growing like crazy. And I got some weeds in here. The seed I got...
Not much though, man. But...
No, I picked a bunch out yesterday, but I mean, it's... You know, if my whole lawn looked like this right now,
you'd be happy.
I'd be stoked. I'd be so happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it was a Yukon and a...
Royal Bengal.
Bengal.
Yeah, Royal Bengal. So it's a mix
like
called...
a 26 and 26% of each one of those?
I think right? So, yeah. It's called La Prima XD.
Yeah.
I was going to go with Princess 77, and I did a ton of research on seed. And then when I called, I called the seed company and talked to a girl who was super helpful. They're down in Florida, and she recommended using this mix. And it's supposed to retain its color really well. It's great for transition zone, which we're obviously in down here.
Thing is drought resistant, and it'll grow pretty tight and get pretty thick.
And that's really what I want is carpet. And I am going to go with a reel mower. And I don't play golf, but if I did,
you have yourself a hole and a flag out here.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing I read about sod is, versus seed is you're growing the seed in the conditions in your yard, versus perfect conditions at a sod farm. But seed, I mean, I wanted to be patient, and which is something I do not have at all.
Yeah, I think in one of his emails, he's like, I am the most impatient guy you'll ever meet, and this is killing me. Yeah. I'm not mowing it yet. So,
but, I mean, I will say that this grass is supposed to have high germination. It germinated in 3 days. I attribute it to the type of seed, but I am convinced that having the patience and doing all the applications of your, the starter seed kit.
You're learning too. Yeah. I mean, it's a learning process, and you just you got to get in the thick of it, and you got to go through the trials and learn what you can and cannot do. The other thing that we were talking about, and I was emailing him about, was his yard is completely different from his neighbor's yard, even though it's next door, and it's the same for everybody. Every environment is different, so you got to work with your environment, learn how the air flows, how the water flows, and all that kind of stuff before you can get a handle on it and really lock it down and get it thriving. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm convinced it's going to be mid-spring, early summer next year, where everything's dialed. All my landscaping, all the stuff I'm doing. Then I got to do tall fescue down by the street, and all this other stuff. And
it's a good thing you're here for a while.
Yeah, I don't plan on leaving. I mean, we're not moving.
If you're moving, the yard's going with you?
Well, if we're moving, it's west of the Mississippi out in the Rockies where there's no grass.
I hear you, yeah. So you've seeded all the way from where the trucks are all the way down and over that little knuckle?
Yeah. So
and then down to the corner there?
Correct.
Wow.
Everything you see is all seed. Basically to the sign right there. there's a part is kind of where that shade is. That's going to be part of my tree island.
Yeah.
And so there's some stuff down there that is
So
not
right
grassy.
about right in there. Yeah, here we go.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. You can't beat the good doctor. It's the only doctor I need in my life. So,
I do like.
Are you Dr. Pepper drinker?
I don't drink soda that often.
Oh yeah.
This is delicious right now.
It's because it's like 4,000 degrees out here. So
Yeah, it's hot, man.
I appreciate the Dr. Pepper.
I
Appreciate you letting me stop by and
Yeah, absolutely.
geek over the yard. And
Yeah.
he's got a project on his hands, but he's getting there.
Hopefully.
One seed at a time.
Yeah.
It's coming in. So
We'll do, hopefully in the spring or maybe in a couple weeks, I'll be able to send you some pictures and it'll actually be a carpet.
we'll have to come back out here next spring and see it.
Not very far, man.
Dude, not far at all. It's only a couple hours away.
Is
Not
that
even
long?
that.
Yeah.
Hour and 40, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah, we'll have to come back out here and nerd out over this again. So,
And you're getting further away from the equator, technically, so it's usually cooler up here, right?
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Keep spraying the liquid goodness on it, and
Yes.
you'll have a carpet before you know it.
Yeah, I hope so. And your stuff's great. Thank you for all the support, too.
Yeah, not a
that
problem,
goes a
man.
long way, for sure.
That's what we're here for. Any last words for the YouTubes?
Be patient, trust the process, and write things down. Get a notebook. Here, I got a notebook right here.
Yeah, look.
Boom.
There it is.
Write things down.
And look at that.
Okay.
There you go, Alan. Little LCN logo there.
Yep.
So,
It's
showing you the love.
and
Oh, yeah, look at that.
print the PDF out.
When in doubt,
That's right.
print the PDF out.
It
So
does make it easier,
awesome.
for sure.
Well, thanks for letting me stop by.
Yeah,
man.
cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Something Jason said really stuck with me, and I think it bears repeating, and I think it's the key takeaway for this video, and that is patience is key. I think too often we get out into the lawn, we're putting things down, and we expect immediate results. We expect the lawn to look just absolutely perfect right out of the gate. And as we can see from Jason's project, that just isn't the case. It takes time, it takes patience, you have to learn, you gotta learn your environment, you gotta work with what you have to get the yard looking the way you want it to look. I hope you're enjoying these videos of me getting onto other people's lawns, telling their stories. It's something I hope we get to do more of here in the future. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave me the comments and questions in the comments section below. Make sure to share it out, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell to get the notifications for every time I upload a new video. Keep on keeping on, my lawn care brothers and sisters, brother misters, and I will catch you next time.